Stop. Basic. The salt was open when I shook it. Rilla lied to me, they said 12, but I trusted my instinct. No worries. Cheesecake is so good. Pick yourself back up, you're stronger than before. Like, what are you gonna do? Call the chef, please? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Gabby. We are going to be trying the crunchy pasta thing and the whipped feta dip that I've seen. And I wanted to do the oven baked version because I have no air fryer, so today I'm gonna try it, tell you whether it's good or not. You guys are like, oh yeah, it's just as good. I don't know about that one. You could be lying to me. When it's an air fryer, ever equally as good as an oven? So, I have some rigatoni today. This is some very bougie pasta, and I like the Gorilla's packaging. It's just and they have this playlist where you can play the music for the amount of time you have to cook the pasta. Anyway. So I have some rigatoni today with me to try this, and I've also got a couple of seasonings like salt, pepper, rosemary, parm as well. And then you're also going to need some olive oil, but you'll need this for both components because she's such a versatile queen. Basically you're going to need olive oil, sour cream, Greek yogurt, or one of the two, and feta. And also you can put garlic in this. I'll be honest with you, I can't be bothered to get out my garlic and crush it up because you're supposed to use a food processor. I don't have one, so I'm going to use a hand mixer. So I've got water boiling right now for the pasta, and I've also got my oven preheated. It's supposed to go in at 400 for 20 to 25 minutes. I don't know what 400 means in Celsius. I'm a little bit stinky like that. I think it's gonna be like if you're asking me to bet, I'd say it's probably 210. So we're going to start. First of all, so we're gonna start with the pasta. First of all, I'm gonna boil it in some water, and then when it comes out, we're gonna season it and then bake it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. So maybe you should do that. You're also supposed to salt your boiling water. Something I've never done. They're it's supposed to taste like the ocean. As you salt it. And I'm gonna pop the rigatoni in, and then we're gonna cook until al dente. Hello everybody, welcome to my pot. So today we are going to be salting the pasta water and then putting the pasta in. I want to say 3 or 4 minutes. Oh, 12 minutes? I'm gonna go with 10. Yeah, 10. 10 sounds good to me because I want it to be a little bit less cooked than usual. So let's salt the water. It's fizzing. Okay, so now she's boiling in there, she's going bubble bubble. So I'm going to set up the tray so that when she comes out, we just pop it on, put a little olive oil, seasoning, and then in the oven. Move aside. So now this is our pan set up and ready to go. When the pasta comes out, we can pop it on there. Okay, so in terms of the dip, it's a 2-to-1 ratio of Greek feta to sour. Stop. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio of Greek feta and sour cream. And then you also need 2 tablespoons of oil, 3, it depends on how much you're making. So the original recipe is 4 ounces of Greek feta, 2 ounces of sour cream or Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and 1 clove of garlic. I don't use ounces, so all that's going out the window. It's going to be a 1-to-2 ratio because I said so. And then some olive oil. What are you going to do? Call the chef, please? No, I don't think so. Just got a little bit of water in here, keep her hydrated and moist. It's a good thing. So, oh my gosh. Alrighty, so our pasta is done. It's out. It cooked for 10 minutes. Barilla lied to me, they said 12, but I trusted my instinct. No worries. So, let's go ahead and put the pasta in here. This is a lot of pasta. Maybe I should have, looked at the recipe portion. My bad. Alright, so I'm gonna spread. I have feelings that this isn't gonna be crispy because it's not spread. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some on another pan. I'm just gonna put half of it, not half, some of it onto there. Because I assume that you want all of them to be equally exposed to the heat so they can get all crispy and crunchy. Alright, so I've just portioned them out. Now let's add a little bit of olive oil. You could measure this. I refuse. Because measurements, okay, first of all, measurements restrict things, right? And what's the point of that? Second of all, measurements make me wash utensils I use to measure things. When that, I could just use my eyes, right? So let's coat this pasta in some olive oil. I'm using extra virgin olive oil. Okay. To be honest, I couldn't tell you what the difference is between all the different types of olive oil. Like, what difference does it make whether you're, extra virgin olive oil or your regular virgin? I don't get to do that. Let them call it that. And everyone's just like, oh yeah, okay, that sounds about right, yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this up. So the steam from the pasta has actually made my baking paper a tiny bit wet, tiny bit soggy. So now that your pasta looks nice and oily, let's add some seasonings. Salt and pepper, basic.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
The salt was open when I shook it. It's all over my pants. Oh, it looks like stars. Sorry, now down here it's like so salty. It's fine. I'm good. You know what? Pick yourself back up. You're stronger than before. So we've got some salt and pepper and some rosemary and some parm. So that's what I'm gonna do. If I could collect it off my pans and put it on, I would, but that's super disgusting. So we're not doing that. Some pepper. I feel like, at those Italian restaurants that like pepper. Yes. Then some rosemary. Just because I thought it would be a little bit fun. I don't know. I don't have many spices, guys. Some parm. This is finely grated Parmesan cheese. What's wrong with me today? Now I'm gonna give it a toss. So now it's all seasoned. We're gonna pop it into the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes or 205 degrees Celsius. Alright, so now we have our pasta in the oven. It's going to be chilling there for about 20 minutes. It's time to make our whipped feta dip. Alright, so you're going to need a bowl to mix, otherwise you're just going to be mixing on the counter, which is very strange. I wouldn't recommend that. Not for this anyway. Okay. So here I've got some feta. It's just, we don't need all this moistness. So here we've got our feta. I'm just going to break it up, I guess. Because I am my own food processor. Alright. Anyway, so sour cream time. Like I said before, it's a 1:2 ratio of feta to sour cream. So I'm just going to add in half of this because that's 200 grams and this is 200. So I'm just going to add in half. I can make a cheesecake out of it. Just kidding. No, I won't. Cheesecake is so good. And the thing is that there's so many different types of cheesecake. Like, I didn't even know that there were multiple different types. There's like New York cheesecake and then there's like Japanese cheesecake. They're completely different, both very good though. Well, okay, so here's the thing. It tapers towards the bottom. So we know I can't just add in half. So I have to add in a little bit less than half. Maybe like 4 out of 10, like 40% of it. Okay, because it's past one. Do you know what I mean? Like, bottom cone, that whole thing. Alright, so what are we doing? Oh, we're gonna whip this. So here I've got my mixer. Very beautiful, I am aware. So I'm not a big fan, because it's for a small thing, it's very powerful. And I mean, it just that alarms me. Okay, and I'm gonna put it on 1 and show you just how aggressive she can be. What did I say? I think this is good. I'm going to leave it like this. You could go for silky smooth whipped, but I'm not. Okay. It looks good. And for presentation purposes, I will be transferring it into a different bowl, but this looks good. So now when the pasta comes out of the oven, I will plate it up, serve it with this, and I'll have a taste of it and see how it is. So I'll see you when it comes out. Guys, they are out of the oven. Look at that. I'm gonna put some of the dip in a little bowl. So I'm gonna put that there. And then I'm gonna use my tongs. So I will admit some of these are a little bit crusty burnt, but that means they're crispy. I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty good. And I'm just going to top the dip off with a little bit of rosemary. And ta-da! Look at that. Okay, so it's done, it's all plated up, it looks great, it smells great. So let's give it a go. Here we go, with a little chippy. So it's actually really good. It's crunchy and I didn't expect it to be. It was pretty good. I don't know if the air fry version is better, but this one's pretty good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and give this a go. I'll see you guys another time. Bye!